You are live. So we are set. The game Portugal vs Spain. Portugal vs Spain. So we are live. We are live, guys. So the game is still on. Let me check it out. So the game is still on. Check it out. So we are live. Portugal playing against Spain. Portugal playing against Spain. Yes. Still nil first half. Yeah, still nil. And the game is on. The game is on. Yeah. Can see. Portugal has 3 shots. Spain 6 shots. Shots on target. Spain 3, Portugal 1. Possession. Portugal 43, Spain 67. So this game is still on. I still first half. Sorry. I'm just following along. Just following the game. The game is still on. On and on. Yeah. Like the stream, subscribe. Like the stream there. Like the stream. The game is still on. And yes, hello, my people. Said hi to. Yeah, like the stream, subscribe. We are watching along Portugal playing against Spain. Yeah, Portugal playing against Mm, hi, hello. It's mm, so the game is still nil nil. We are following along, and it's a really great game. Mm, it's a great game. Mm. Hello, 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 hello. So let's stream, share, subscribe. You're still on. You're still following the game, and the game is still nil nil. Yeah. So far, no scoring, no scoring, no scoring. So we're still waiting, following the game. You can see on my computer here, I'm following the game. Is still following the game, and we expect a lot. The knockout stage is here, and whoever wins here will proceed to quarterfinals. Whoever wins here will be moving to quarterfinals. And yes, said hi to uh, who? Your name is long. I can't get it. Your name is long. Hi to. So like the stream, like the stream. We're still following the game, and we expect a lot from this game. Remember the game has a lot of surprise. Yeah, yesterday we expected maybe Brazil to qualify, but things did not go away, and that is the nature of the game. Yeah, that is the nature of the game. Yeah, still first half, still first half, mm, still first half, and they are still nil nil. So we are expecting goals, maybe. Mm, goals and a lot more from this game. So this game is going to be an interesting game. Yeah, to be an interesting game. We expect a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, and it's a good game. You can see. Uh, so yeah, hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Join the stream. And mm, so tonight, this game. Tomorrow we'll be having USA playing against Belgium. USA and Belgium will be playing tomorrow. Then Argentina, Egypt. That game will be live. Argentina versus Egypt. And we have Switzerland and Colombia. Switzerland will be playing against Colombia. That will be on tomorrow. And then we'll be done with round of 16. Then on Friday. Then on Thursday will resume quarterfinals. Yeah, quarterfinals. Hmm. Quarterfinals on Thursday. On Thursday. Yes, the game is still on, and you haven't. Which side? Hmm. We're still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Hmm. The game is still on. We are still nil and still first half. So if I can go through the stats we have here, the possession, shots on target, yeah, completed passes, yeah. So first half still, we are still at first half. So far, shots, Portugal 5 shots, Spain 7 shots, and you can see this is an interesting game because anything can happen when you have like possession, like 45 to 65. This is a game of surprise. It's going to surprise many, and we haven't witnessed any game going to extra time. Yeah, completed passes. Mm, completed passes. Portugal 200 and Spain 219. So you can see this game has a lot. Yeah, has a lot. So we are watching, we are following, and hoping for anything. Yes. So the game is still on. So you can let me know your side. Yeah, your team. Which team are you supporting this game, this match? We have Portugal and we have Spain. And you know, this is an interesting match, as you can see, an interesting match. So we expect a lot. We expect a lot from this game, as this game is going to surprise many people. Yeah. So 6 added minute first half, added minute 6, and you can see yeah, you can see this game. He saves. Yeah. Mm, mm, maybe And on Portugal side, much is expected. Uh, you can see the bench. If you go through the bench of each side, Portugal or Spain, you'll see like we have some people, even some players who've not played a single minute since this tournament began. This tournament began, and yeah, they haven't played a single minute. So for those who are watching, you can see the game has a lot to offer. They to offer. So subscribe, subscribe. Mm, subscribe and share. Mm. So we are still waiting. The game is almost coming to an halftime. Break to a break. Yes, the game is almost coming to. Remember, they added 6 extra minutes, 6 extra minutes, and we are still. Uh, no team has scored so far. No team has scored. Mm. 6 added minutes. They're still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah. Still waiting. The game is still on. Yeah, like the 3 minutes, 2 minutes will be going to halftime. Yeah. Round of 16. Remember, yesterday we saw Haaland scoring a brace against Brazil, whereby the Brazil were eliminated from the tournament, and Norway have already booked their spot in the quarterfinals. So we'll see. Mm. Like the stream, share the stream, subscribe. Yeah. So far, so good. No side has scored. No side has scored. Still first half. They're still following along first half. And Portugal and Spain, each side is fighting for quarterfinal spot. Yeah, for a spot in the quarterfinals. And I was reading about the stats of this game, and it's like it's projected they are leaning towards Spain to win. So I can see here 43% for Portugal, and the draw is rated 34%. Yeah, for first 90 minutes. First 90 minutes. Tomorrow we have other games. Argentina will be playing against Egypt, and it will be an interesting game. It will be an interesting game, and I will be live. I'll be live 7 p.m. Arabian time. I'll be live, and we'll be following that match along. Yeah. So the game, the match, first half. Yeah, it's halftime. It's halftime, and first half still nil-nil. First half still nil-nil. No team has scored so far, and they have gone for halftime. Still nil-nil. So we expect a lot in the second half. Second half. Yeah. As can I go through stats quickly to just let you have that feel how the game was. So shots, Portugal had 5 shots, Spain had 8 shots. Shots on target, Spain 2, Portugal 3. Possession 45 for Portugal, 65 for Spain. Passes 220 passes for Portugal, and 269 for Spain. Pass accuracy, you can see pass accuracy 86% for Portugal and 90% for Spain. So we expect a lot for this game. The game is at halftime. Halftime still on, and we'll be following it. We'll be following it to get to know. Yeah. So remember yesterday Brazil, they were eliminated. Norway eliminated Brazil. Brazil had a good game, but Norway carried the day. Remember Brazil, for the last 3 World Cups, they have not been performing well at the World Cup stage. You remember the last World Cup, they hosted World Cup 2014. It was hosted. They hosted it, and they were thrashed. Germany thrashed them 8 goals. Yeah. So Brazil will have to do something for preparation, because they were playing well. I don't know what happened. So tomorrow we'll be having Argentina playing against Egypt, 7 p.m. Arabian time. Then Switzerland against Colombia, 11 p.m. That's tomorrow. Then we'll be done with round of 16. Round of 16 will be done. We'll be heading to quarterfinals. Quarterfinals will be played starting from on Thursday. On Thursday, July. That's July on Thursday. And France will be gracing Morocco. France will be gracing Morocco, and that game will be interesting. France and Morocco is a game to watch. Never miss to watch that game. And same night, no, the following day, that will be on Friday. Yeah. Norway will be playing England. That will be on Sunday. Sorry. Norway and England. And that game will be early during the day. Yeah. 12 noon. Arabian time. Yeah. Quarterfinals. So far 4 teams have already qualified for quarterfinals. That is France, Morocco, Norway and England. So it will be an interesting match. It will be an interesting match to watch, and a match to follow along. So we are still waiting. The game is at half. It's halftime. It's halftime right now. Second half will be. We expect a lot from second half. Remember, second half. We expect a lot from second half. So we are waiting for second half, and you can remember, share, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. The last meeting of Spain and Portugal, they're interesting. If you see the stats, Spain has been dominating. The last meeting played, be it UEFA, Europa League. Europa has been having an interesting game. Okay. The stats says a lot. And this game is going to be let's set for second half. This game should have surprise, lot and a lot. So we're waiting to see. A lot. Type your the team you're supporting in the comment section. If you're supporting Portugal, type in Portugal, or let me know which team you're supporting. Which team are you supporting? Yeah. Which team are you supporting? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Which country are you supporting? Let me know. Are you supporting? Which country are you supporting? Let me know. Let me know. Which team are you supporting? Which country? What country are you supporting? So we're waiting for second half, and I was telling you yesterday, so Brazil, they were eliminated. Brazil eliminated, and Norway progressed to quarterfinals. Remember, Haaland scored a brace. Brazil got a penalty in the first half, and that penalty was saved. Later, Neymar scored a penalty, I think. Neymar scored a penalty. And so round of 16. Let's give you a recap of what happened since from Saturday. Canada eliminated, Morocco progressed. Remember, Morocco thrashed Canada 3. And those goals, they were late goals. Yeah, that game, you could think it was going to an extra minute, but Morocco came later and did a good job. They won that game 3-0. Then Paraguay, they were beaten, thrashed. Yeah, were thrashed. Kylian Mbappe scored a penalty at 70 minutes. 70 minutes, Mbappe scored a penalty. And, you know, just interesting that a team like Germany, has had a rough journey. I think even in the last World Cup, they didn't qualify for last 16. They didn't qualify for last 16. Remember? Yeah. They didn't qualify for last 16. And this game is interesting. This tournament is interesting. So round of 16, I was giving the recap. Round of 16. Brazil played against Norway, and Norway won 2-1. Mexico was beaten 3-2, was beaten by England. Portugal, is the game they're following right now, still on round of 16. Portugal and Spain, and it's still 0-0 at halftime. So we're waiting for second half. Then tomorrow, USA will be playing Belgium tomorrow at 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. Arabian time. So those are stats. I was giving the recap of 16, and from round of 16, then we'll have a short break, where we'll have the quarterfinals on Thursday. That will be on 17th. Yeah, And the first game will be Norway against England. Norway against England. That one will be at 12 noon, yeah, Arabian time. So that will be the first game, the first match of round of quarterfinals. So we are still waiting. This tournament is interesting. Yeah, remember, if you are watching live, remember to subscribe and like the stream. Yeah, and thank you for following along. This tournament is interesting, very interesting. A team like a country like Brazil. Brazil was favorite. Remember Brazil, the last World Cup that was played in Qatar. Yeah, pundits and the journalists had vouched for Brazil. In fact, Brazil was the top among the favorites. And you remember how the game ended. Yeah. So I think Brazil have to do a lot, because being a team that has won last five World Cups, yeah, much is deserved from you. And even when we are talking about Brazil, remember Italy. Italy has not qualified for the last two World Cups. Yeah, that World Cup was played in Qatar. They did not qualify, and this one that is being played in US, they did not qualify. And so they'll have to do a better work, maybe, to just look and see where you can improve. You know, a lot, if you are a country that performs well, a lot is expected from you. Yeah, a lot is expected from you. And you need to put in, yeah, to put in work and just perform well. Yeah, you need to put in work, perform well, because much is expected from you. To whom it's given, or what is the so second half is here. And the game is still on, 0-0. Yeah, 48 minutes. For those who are joining now, the game is Portugal against Spain, and the game is still a draw. Yeah, the game is still a draw. And if you look like probability, yeah, 90 minutes probability, yeah, and probability of Spain winning this game, 90 minutes, that will be the 90 minutes plus additional minutes, not extra time. Spain is at 41% and Portugal is at 63%. But you can see this game, yeah, this game is being played, and Portugal, if you look at their possession, 45 against 65, 55. Though it's not a bad number, but you can't rely on possession. That's what I can say. Remember, Portugal are good at counterattacks. Counterattacks, they are good at that. And so, so we expect any side to win. Yeah. expect much to win much from this game. Just following the game. I've already taken you through the stats and the history. This team meeting, the Portugal and Spain meet last 5 meeting. Spain really had a good record against Portugal, that's for sure. And they had a draw, 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 wins. So I think you can see like for the last 5 meeting, they haven't lost a single game. So the game is still on. Subscribe, my people. Just do a favor by like, if you are on the stream, just like the stream and subscribe. Yeah, you are following along the game. It's Portugal against Spain, and the game is still 0-0. Yeah, no team has scored so far. No team has scored, and we're just waiting for a goal. We're waiting for a goal. And if you're watching, which country are you supporting, and know which country are you supporting? The game is still on. Just following here. Yeah. And Portugal side are trying. You know, at a time you can try. You can play your best game. Yeah. 52. You have like 8 minutes of faster of the 90 minutes, 38 minutes to go. Then from there, the game from the 90 minutes, then that's where we'll see if the game will be heading to extra time or if we'll be having a winner at 90 minutes. So if you're on the stream, you can subscribe, you can share, and you can support, subscribe, share, and like. That will be have supported me a lot. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be having Argentina playing against Egypt tomorrow at 7 p.m. Arabian time, and that game will be live streaming at 7 p.m. So make sure to be on. I'll be live and I'll be live streaming that game. So if you go through the history of Portugal and Spain, it's an interesting history. And this Spain won their last World Cup. That World Cup that was played in which year was it? 2010. Yes, that 2010. That World Cup was played in South Africa. It was 2010, and Spain won that World Cup. World Cup played in South Africa. It was in 2010. Yeah. Spain. They played against which team? Hmm. It was an interesting match. I remember. Yeah. Hmm. Tomorrow will be live at 7 p.m. We'll be live streaming uh, Argentina against Egypt. Hmm. So this is an interesting match. Yeah, this is an interesting match. Hmm. This is an interesting match. And for Spain, Spain have won a lot of trophies in the past, like Olympic football tournament, one World Cup. That World Cup is the one that I was telling you earlier. They won in South Africa in 2010. They have won 4 UEFA European Championship, that is Europa, 4 Europa. Yeah, and they have some of the best iconic footballers mm, back then, and just an interesting team. Yeah. Those Spain had no, even for them, they didn't have an easy time. They had a rough time for the last World Cups. Since that they won the last one for South Africa, they have had rough past World Cup experience. Like for the one that they played in Qatar in 2022. Remember they didn't even reach quarterfinals. Their round of 16, they were disqualified. They were eliminated. I mean, that one of 2018. 2018 was in Russia, round of 16, and the worst one was came to 2014. Remember, like this World Cup, what I can say, it has a history. When a team wins a World Cup, then the next World Cup, yeah, the next World Cup, it's like they're not going to perform well since the world. Remember the like Germany won World Cup in 2014. That one played in Brazil. They won that World Cup. They played against Argentina and they scored 1 goal. Yeah, Mario Götze, the one that scored that game, that goal. And since then, Germany had a rough time. Uh, they have not had an easy time. And 2018, I think they were eliminated in group stages. They knocked out, knocked out in group stage. Even for 2010, they were winners. Yeah, first tournament title for Spain. They were winners. And then coming to 2014, yeah, coming to 2014, group stage, they are out. Yeah, knocked out in group stage. You can see 2006 round of 16, 2002 quarterfinals. That one 2002 the one that Brazil won. The last World Cup Brazil won was in 2002. I think it was played in somewhere in Europe if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they. Hmm. So that is the history of Spain. Mm, history of Spain. And going back to the game, yeah, the game is still 0-0. Yeah, 12 minutes, and this is an interesting game. You're just waiting for the until the last whistle, the whistle. That's when you can say we can rule out anything. But now anything can happen. That's for sure. That's for sure. For now, anything can happen. Yeah, that's for sure. I can't rule anything out. And I was going through the history of Spain, and you can see, like, you can have a good time. Remember, you can win a World Cup with better players, good quality players, and later those players maybe retire, and some are not in good form, so they're not called up. They don't receive call-ups for their national teams. So you'll end up with the players maybe who are not experienced. Yeah. In a World Cup stage, you see like a World Cup stage, you meet players who are not experienced. Maybe they're playing good game, good football in their leagues, but when it comes to a world stage, they are not experienced. So that takes a lot, yeah. And you can see that is the problem Brazil has been facing. Brazil has been facing that problem. Remember that is it like how, yeah, that time of Ronaldinho Gaucho and Roberto Carlos, Ronaldo R9. That time, the World Cup that was played, they won in 2002. Since then, they have had a really hard time. Yeah, 2008, it was the worst. Yeah, for them. Remember, they were playing at home. Yeah, hosting the World Cup and being thrashed. Yeah, seriously, they were thrashed. Germany like a fun day playing that game against Brazil, and since then they haven't been able to come back and play and good, not good football. For they are playing good football, that's for sure. We can't say they are not playing good football, but when you have a team that has stars and players back in their leagues, they're playing good football. So it becomes like uh, not easy. Yeah. Not easy at all. So this game, this game has a lot. This game has a lot. We're expecting anything. Yeah, anything, anything to happen. The game is still 0-0. Yeah, 0-0. Remember to subscribe, please. If you are live, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and let's grow this community. Mm. Let's grow this community. We'll be live streaming that game of Egypt and Argentina tomorrow at 7 p.m. Arabian time. Yeah. Yeah. So that game will be live. Just let me know which country are you supporting, Portugal or Spain. Just type in the comment section. Yeah. Which country are you supporting? Let me know. Yeah. And for Portugal, they have had an interesting journey. Yeah, this at World Cup stage. Remember their best time uh, was was in 2022. That was in Qatar. They played in quarterfinals. They were eliminated in quarterfinals. And 2018, round of 16, that was in Russia. 2014 group stage. Yeah. The one that they had yeah, a good moment was in a bad moment, I mean, was in 1998. They did not qualify for sure. And 2002 group stage. So this team has transformed, yeah, has transformed and transitioned into a, a team that can play, yeah, can face, yeah, any team. So for them, just give them their flowers. So you're still waiting. Yeah, it seems like this game is interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So still 67 at 67 minutes. Yeah, still nil, and you're waiting for anything to happen. Yeah, anything to happen. So anything to happen. The game is interesting. The game is interesting, very interesting. So let me know which side are you supporting. Type in the comment section which side are you supporting, and let's see how the game goes. Yeah, till the final whistle. We are here till the final whistle. So we're waiting. Yeah, final whistle. And like the stream, subscribe. The game is still nil. Tomorrow will be live streaming Argentina against Egypt at 7 p.m. Arabian time. So keep time, and we'll have a greater time together and play this game. So the game is still nil, and for sure, yeah. Mm. So the game is still on. You're live, you're live. Yeah, we are live. We are live, 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 live. We are waiting. Yeah, this is an interesting game. And 70, no one has scored so far. So fingers crossed, hands crossed. Yeah, we're following the game. We can't rule out any possibility. We can't rule out any possibility this game. Yeah, it's not over until it's done. Yeah, it's not over until it's done. Remember that. So this game, we can't rule out anything possibility. Anything can happen. Remember, that's the nature. That's the nature of game. The nature of game, anything can happen. So subscribe if you're watching, like the stream, and let me know which side are you supporting. Yeah, which side are you supporting? Like the stream. So type in the comment section which side are you supporting, which team are you supporting. Yeah, which team are you supporting so far? This game is an interesting game so far. Yeah, very interesting match. And mm, this is the last game. This is the last match of round of 16. No, the first one. Sorry, first match of round of 16. Then tomorrow, then we'll be having USA playing against Belgium. Argentina playing against Egypt. I will be live streaming that game. You'll be watching along, 7 p.m. Arabian time. So keep time tomorrow. Then later, Switzerland and Colombia. I'll be live streaming that game. We wrap it up Thursday, July on 9th. Yeah, not 17th. July 9th, where we'll be having quarterfinals. Yeah. And our first quarterfinal will be France and Morocco. That will be an interesting game. Yeah, 11 p.m. Yeah, we'll be live streaming that game, remember. So it will be an interesting game. Very, very interesting game. Mm. Very, very interesting. You can't make mistakes. Yeah, small mistakes when you progress. Yeah, you learn from the group stages. When you play like round of 32, last 32, then 16, you be cautious. Those mistakes that you are making group stages, and now you have to look. You play a composed game. Yeah, a match that you look forward to win. Mm. everyone is vouching for his side to win. Yeah. So Spain are here, yeah, playing their game, possessing the game, putting in the work, just looking for goal. And same same as to Portugal. Yeah. They're putting the work, they're doing anything. No, they're doing everything. Yeah. To play to win this game. Yeah. This game is very an interesting game. Yeah. Very, very interesting game. Oh my lord. Second half. This game an interesting game. Anything can happen at this point. Yeah. Previous meetings, 5 draws. Yeah. 1 win. And okay, Martinez, Roberto Martinez. Yeah. The coach. Possession format 4-2-3-1 for Portugal. 4-1-2-3 for Spain. Uh, so very, very interesting. Interesting match. Interesting. Interesting match indeed. The game is still on and on and on. So we are still nil-nil, and no side has scored so far. And we're waiting. Like I said earlier, we can't rule out anything. Yeah, can't rule out anything. We expect, yeah, we expect anything to happen. Uh, we expect anything to happen. Yeah, we can't rule out anything. Substitution. Yeah, Nato Pedro out. Nato Pedro is out. Their substitution for Portugal. Francisco is on. So let's see the impact of this substitution. Yeah. Portugal, they are making their fifth substitution. Yeah. Their fifth substitution. Mm. Waiting to see how the game ends. Yeah, till in the last minutes of the second half. Last minutes of second half. And 83. The game is at 83. 8-3. And we can't rule out anything. Yeah. The game is still on. Yeah. If you're watching, you can like the stream, subscribe. Yeah. And maybe share so others can discover our stream here. Discover our stream. Spain are making their substitution. Yeah, Pedri is out. Yeah, Pedri is out. Fabian is in. Yeah, Pedri out. Another substitution. Dan Olmo is out. Merino is in. Olmo is out. Merino is in. Yeah, substitution. Is another substitution they're making. So with this substitution, yeah, let's see the impact. Hmm. Hmm. Portugal have 3 corner kicks. Yeah, 3 corner kicks, and Spain have 7. Yeah. The game is still 0-0. For those following, the game is still 0-0, and we are live streaming here. Yeah, the game is still 0-0, and at 86 minutes, the game is still 0-0. No team has scored so far. Yeah, the match is still 0-0, and we are waiting 0-0, waiting for any side. And this game, has a lot to check. Yeah, Spain are really attacking for sure. Yeah, Spain attacking. Possession 53, 57 for Spain, Portugal. Yeah, and this game so far, saves. Portugal has many saves, a lot of saves, 5 saves. Yeah. With these corners, 7 corners for Spain. There's a lot of corners. Yeah. A free kick for Spain. Bernardo now has a yellow card. Yeah, I think for a foul. For a foul, Benedos got a yellow card. Spain are taking a free kick. Free kick. Spain are playing this game of tiki taka. Very nice game. Love it. The game is still on. It is an interesting match to watch. Yeah, it's that game that you watch, expecting anything from each side. Spain attacking, dangerous attack. This is a dangerous attack. Dangerous attack. Just waiting for it. Still attacking. Spain are playing a good game so far. Yeah, that's for a fact. They're playing a nice game. They just love the. Oh, they have a free kick. Let us see. Oh, 6 added extra minutes. 6 added minutes. Oh, and Spain have a goal. Spain have a goal. Goal for Spain. Goal for Spain. Spain have a goal. Spain have scored. The guys, Merino has scored. And remember, Merino is a substitute. Just I was telling you the few minutes ago, has scored a free kick. Goal for Spain. Yeah, and remember this additional minutes, 6 minutes of additional time. So let's we see if this is going to change the game. Yeah. 6 minutes, it's a lot. Yeah. So anything can happen. Yeah. Within the 6 minutes of additional minutes. So Merino has scored a goal. Yeah. And I think that goal is putting Spain in a better position. Where the game is at. Spain 90 minutes +1, Merino scoring, and just show you how Spain are dedicated to win this game. So Portugal have to do something, maybe, for sure. They'll have to do something. And that's for sure. So yeah, Portugal has to do something. They'll have to equalize. Yeah. Free kick for Spain. So let's see how this free kick goes on. Oh, Semedi Wilson. Yellow card for Semedi Wilson. We are waiting to see how this match is going to end. Remember, I told you it's an interesting match. You can't rule out anything. Yeah. And Remember, in football, in foot, each minute counts. So, and a goal can scored in whatever time. Yeah. So just following to see how this match is going to end. And remember, tomorrow will be live streaming. Yeah, be live streaming Argentina versus Egypt, 7 p.m. Arabian time. Remember to keep time. Uh, Portugal are really trying this added minutes. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, they're really trying. This game is interesting game. Wow, very interesting match. Very interesting match to watch. Yeah, so far. Spain are leading. Spain are leading. Merino, that goal scored. And remember, I told you, from these subs, yeah, we expect a lot from them. They're gonna come in and change the game, and that's what I've seen. Yeah, that is what I've seen. So Spain, and as I was going through the history of Spain earlier, I told you this Spain is gonna surprise. Yeah, if you watch their game, they're playing a good game. Yeah, a really composed match. Yeah, so anytime this game is going to end. So this game is going to end. This match is going to end at any time. Yeah, anytime. And by ending, then with the result standing, that for sure will be have propelled Spain to the last eight. Yeah, that will be quarterfinals. Remember, the quarterfinals will be played. The first match will be on Thursday. Yeah, that's for sure. So, guys, our game is almost. Oh my lord. Return. Okay. What's up? So remember tomorrow to keep time. Argentina vs Egypt, 7 p.m. Arabian time. We'll be live streaming, and so Spain will be playing in the last 8. Yeah, they have secured a spot for the last 8. What that is quarterfinals. So tomorrow, that is the second to play in the quarterfinals. Yeah, don't know what's happening. Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot for supporting the live stream. And let's meet tomorrow as we will be live streaming. Yeah. We'll be live streaming the game of Argentina against Egypt, and it will be an interesting game. Remember, many have been saying that Argentina have an easy way to finals. So let's wait and see. Yeah. So subscribe, like the stream, and see. So thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. So Spain have qualified for the last 8. They'll be playing in quarterfinals. So that's a good indication. That's a good indication. So remember, tomorrow we'll be live streaming Egypt, and Argentina will be playing at 7 p.m. Remember to keep time.